Oh, I am live. I forgot the camera. It's always something. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything. And this is my Sunday night conversational podcast about toys. Yimbo buys everything. So if you are a returning viewer and a returning chat member, thank you so much. Thank you, my friends, for coming in. You guys always make the show better. This is what it's all about, getting to interact with all of you guys. And if you are new, whether you're watching me now or on a replay, hello. I hope you are happy with hearing some and feeling some positive energy about toys, because you know what? They're toys. So what's not to love? You know what I'm saying? So hello, everybody. Let's say hi in the chat. What is going on, Joseph? How you doing? Realm of Toys, getting his popcorn ready. Love it, man. Marco, Rabbits Den Collectibles. Happy Sunday to you, brother. And my brother-in-law. Nice shirt, Bruce. So I said it on Instagram. You know where this shirt's from in the chat? This is a Batman, clearly, but a special kind of Batman. Do you guys know? Do you know? I have a picture saved on my phone. Oh, and then my boy, Eric, King Eternal over here on YouTube, but Autumn Night over on Instagram. Duh. I literally promoted his account today in my stories on Instagram. So as always, you know, if you are new here, the easiest way to reach me directly is through Instagram, but I'm also focusing on my TikTok. Twitter, I check, but I'm not doing anything with it yet, but I am there. So if you see Yimbo Reviews on Twitter, that's me. But yeah, Yimbo Reviews everything over on TikTok. Yimbo Reviews everything on Instagram. And away we go. All right. Realm, is that the one that came with the car? I know what you're talking about, brother, and you were very close. I actually was looking for the coupe, the Bruce Wayne to Batman coupe. I have it somewhere in this basement. And Frank, I know we've seen your collection on this stream. Yeah, sometimes, you know, things get lost in the colors and in the plastic. So it's not the coupe version, although that I do have him too. That's a purple like mock turtleneck with this logo. This one, and I'll just show you on my phone because, you know, whatever, is from this Batman. Ooh, there he is. So this was the Bruce Wayne figure that with the armor that snapped on. I still have him. Oh, I just is right here. So my brother-in-law, Mike, God bless his heart. He is a sweetheart. I love him. I know he's going to hate now. I'm like calling him a sweetheart now. But seriously, this was so thoughtful. He knew I had this. I've had this here for a little while now. But when he got it for me, like knowing, there it is, knowing that that I still had this figure intact. And I know some of my friends on here are going to tease me, like, how did you keep this stuff in pristine shape? I took care of my toys. This is what I do now. That's why it hurts me so much when, like, something breaks. It pains me. I really try to take care of my stuff, even as a little kid. So I remember I was upset. Oh, yeah. I started giving them a bald spot because I love these toys so much. And you can kind of see there, that's not just the ring light, that's a little paint chipping off or rubbing off. But I would use a brown Sharpie to kind of give him some fake hair. No problem at all, my man. Rusty's in the house. What's going on, brother? And right, like, this is super cool. Thank you. So I love it. Thank you so much, Joseph. I have a fun show. So I'm gonna show you real quick. So I always do a little Instagram live preview for like 5 to 10 minutes before I jump on over here. And once I hit 1,000 subs on TikTok, I think I'm gonna start doing it over there, either both or just, I don't know. I'm going live everywhere. This is all I'm doing. So I wanted to show real quick, and, you know, just to recap. These are guys I'm looking forward to talking about on future streams. So I got Bagman in the house. I know it's on the old buck, which is frustrating, and it doesn't have the butterfly joints, but I can't wait. Does anybody know? Can that bag come off? Because you can see the paint on the eyes and the hair looking under. Like, does that remove? Because that'd be really cool. And the Kick Me sign, and again, I'm sure you guys all know this, but it ports into the back. So legends that have that capability, like, you know, this is Negative Zone Spidey. He's got the hole in the back. It's going to be great. So he's going to go great. And that Kick Me sign is going to go fantastic with one of my Toy Con purchases, no, not Toy Con, New York Comic Con purchases was this Deadpool, the X-Men in training. So, in this economy and all, I made that joke before, sorry, for getting a $20 Legend, no tax, just boom, take my money. I'm pumped. I don't have all of the Deadpools out there, but I do have quite a few, and it wasn't like a glaring omission, but now when I saw him and for 20, I could do some Who Gets Pooled. I can do some more X-Men stuff. So this is going to be pretty neat. I'm excited. So those were the quick little things that did arrive. But I do want to just jump into Comic-Con because there's so many cool stories and just getting to share the pictures I took. I walked around with my, it's called a Yi light, Y-I. It's like a GoPro, but it was $80 on Amazon. Like I bought this a few years ago. It's a 4K, but I shot in 1080 with the higher frame rate, yada, yada, yada. So I walked around recording a lot of stuff, like toy reveals, the NECA booth, all sorts of stuff like that. I don't have those here because I was a little afraid at even just sharing tabs on my computer sometimes can make it bug out. So I just kept it to photos that I took that day. And I'm going to be, cutting up the other stuff, over the course of the week. And I'm sure you've already seen a lot of it. I want to shout out Lago Figs. He's part of Toy Migos, and they do Chat Migos over here on YouTube. And he was on top of things, sharing out. I mean, there are really great toy news accounts. So, I'll see if I can cut something up into something fun. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's what we're getting to, Frankie boy. And No Chewing is in the house. What's going on, Sunty, my fellow toy daddy? Let me throw my banner up real quick. There we go. So you want to start? Yeah, let's just do this thing. I'm super pumped. Now, the one thing I'm going to have to do, because I'm still dealing with a one monitor setup. Again, this is all, things are building. Eventually, new equipment will come. So I'm going to have to kind of jump back and forth to switch the slides, but it'll be fine. Here we go. So add to stream. And here's my slideshow. So first and foremost, I'm happy my brother-in-law's in the chat because unfortunately he wasn't able to make it with me, which is our thing that we do. So this was us at New York Comic Con last year, and I do wish he was able to join me this year, but he was unable to. So I ended up bringing Big Dave Bautista with me. So I'm coming back to you guys now. I'm going to leave these pics up for a little bit so I can kind of chit chat about them. So I took the train in. It was really nice because, it was a 2-hour train ride to, there and back. But, at least I wasn't driving because I got to listen to music. I actually met some people going to the Comic-Con and getting to talk about. So that was really cool. Nice, I'm that guy. I heard some friends talking about Ghostbusters and stuff, and then I was like, oh, they're going to Comic-Con. And then I just went up and struck up a conversation because this is what we do, right? I just started, hey, what's going on? And then we ended up talking the whole train ride, so it was really great. So Big Dave came with me, and I brought his 3 head sculpts, and I had the fist and then the 2 thumbs, and I just kind of stuck with the thumbs. But I did rotate the heads. So here we go. When I finally got to the Javits Center, that's a blur, but I was trying to get a little hey. So it was at the Javits Center. I took the train to Penn. So it's a 15, 20-minute walk. No big deal. I'm showing this off because for anyone, any toy daddy, toy mama that might be watching, if you don't know about Bat Wheels, it is this show on Cartoonito and HBO Max. When I moved into this house, my kids were about 8 months old. And I remember seeing the news on IGN that this show was coming out. And I was so stoked. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And now it's literally my kids are a little over 3. They're still they still have their fandoms. They know all of the superheroes. They can name everybody, but they haven't fully embraced it yet. But Bat Wheels is now it's basically Cars. It's really neat. The whole first episode, Batman, Robin, Batgirl, they're all in it. and yada yada yada. The Batmobile becomes sentient, their vehicles become sentient, and it turns into cars. So it's the movie Cars, but with Batmobile, and the Batmobile's named Bam, and it's just really silly. So I looking forward to one day, getting to bring my kids to something like this. If they have that, that's awesome. Those are like little like go-karty things in there that kids can ride. It was just very cool. So, just got to shout out, like it's neat. Clint's in the house. Clintastic, what's going on? And Sunty, it's a great new cartoon. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's not to like? More Batman content, DC stuff cranking out. Give me a break. It's awesome. Like, what would I rather watch? Batwheels or Paw Patrol? Like, Batwheels, of course, but I watch Paw Patrol, so I'd rather watch Batman stuff. I love it. All right. Now, I do hope you guys are cracking up with these. The shot on the left, so the doors, it was really nice. So my brother-in-law Mike's friends met me. They had the badge for me, and we got there in plenty of time. So we got to hang out for a while. The doors were supposed to open at 10. So you can see the mass of people coming in. So they really didn't let us in. I want to say it took like 20 or 25 minutes. So that was with the thumbs down, just like, but I'm yucking it up. I was cracking myself up. So I wasn't really upset, but Big Dave, he wanted to see this stuff. But there we are walking into the Javits Center. And I want to give those again are my buddy Mike's his friends. So Steve and Dennis. So those guys are awesome, and we had a great time before they ended up. We parted ways because I had buddies, my fellow toy photographers, texting me. Toy Addict 17 was actually the first one, and you'll see some stuff real quick. So we got to hang out for a little while. Those guys are Funko guys, so they had to deal with a lot of the Funko lines. But again, it was great getting to hang out with them. It was very cool. So thank you guys again for hooking me up and helping me out and meeting up and all that stuff. So this is on the right-hand side. This is when you go up the escalators, and there's just this mass of people. And then like to the right above that NYCC Gaming Zone sign, you'll see an escalator that leads up to restaurant, not the restaurants, but like the food court. When you go down an escalator from this level, you'll get into Artist Alley. I didn't make it to Artist Alley this year, which I'm sad because I respect comic books and the talent that these people have. I just don't know. I felt really silly like walking up and down the ones that are in the main hall, like Hall A, I think it's called. Because I just it's not my wheelhouse anymore. Like, let's be honest, in order for me to try my dream of being this toy personality in whatever regard that means, whether it's meaning, YouTube or working for a company one day, I unabashedly said, that's my goal. I have a dream. I listen to Batista. I'm a dream chaser. So all of my time I spend doing this stuff, and my fandom on baseball, fantasy football, and comic books, things that, other interests, have kind of slipped away. It happens, but that's why I'm the toy guy. I'm trying to be a toy guy, or one of them. You know what I mean? All right. Now, so again, over on YouTube, or right here on YouTube, is Toy Talk. And they're all, it's as we know, it's Toy Father. It is Toy Addict 17. It is No Chewing, and it is Cox Create. So Toy Addict was there. The picture on the left was me texting him, buddy, I'm at the Funko mansion, this spooky mansion, the big Funko Halloween spooky mansion. And he's like, I'm on the wrong level. So we're talking. And literally, I'm taking the selfie to send Danny. And I wish that I could show you the live photo. I had a normal, it was me looking at it, ready to, selfie. And then, Yimbo! Danny ran up, gave each other a big hug, and that was literally right before a big bro embrace. So I'm a hugger. What can I say? Now I'm going to point out something, and I hope this is not a jerky thing. I followed all rules, mandates, all the things regarding everything the last few years, all the recommendations. Okay. I started with a mask. It was very apparent early on. Most people didn't, a lot of the cosplayer, it was seriously 75%. So I work at a school all day. I wasn't trying to be a jerk. I feel like it became a matter of personal choice, which I respect, and I hope everybody is okay with that. But yeah, so you're gonna see some pictures with masks on, with masks off. I mean, like, it was just one of those things. So, you know, I started following the rules, and then it just got to like I said, I'm in a public school every day without a mask on. So I respected, like I said, it became a personal choice type of issue. So that's all, just in case anybody was like, anything about masking. There you go. I just wanted to point that out because some are there and some are not. All right, now moving on. On the left-hand side, I was like, Danny, you got to take a picture of me. Like, I own that that Bandai, like that explosion effect as a toy. I bought it at ToyCon New Jersey last October, and they had it up. And look, I'm just gonna say it. Do I look like a toy influencer, or do I look like a man just trying to enjoy every moment in life? I'm just trying to have a blast. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm just trying to live my life. I ended up doing a stupid edit, like I'm a toy photography guy, where like I'm the toy in a toy shot with stupid explosions and edits and things. I goofed and didn't even include that in here. I'll post it eventually, I guess. I don't know. On the right hand side, the props and the big set pieces that were everywhere, like that Demigorgon was just super cool. Like really awesome. So hey, Toy Talk, speaking of, is in the house. Thank you very much. And thank you for the reminder. See, I always forget. Everybody here right now, if you can please hit that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. So Toy Talk, I appreciate it. So moving on. All right. So this is like, to me, this was the most important aspect to the convention, to the con, was getting to run into all of these people, all of these friends that I've made virtually. I've met a lot of these guys now for many times, but this is just so great. So let's just run it through. We have Agent Variant. That's George. He's been on this stream plenty of times. One of the shows where we spent time, he was showing off all his dioramas and how to build stuff. That's one of my most watched episodes. So George, there you go, buddy. Trevor, 1-6 shooter. Speaking of, again, views, like, when I had him on, it was one of my most watched episodes. I mean, again, in not thousands, it's just for me. Like, again, it was like a nice, like, oh. But Trevor, we had an amazing 2-hour conversation, and I look forward. We're already talking about doing some more stuff. He's like doing a lot, so like I'm just gonna try to fit in. We have Legions Con coming up. I was hoping maybe I could be like a mythical noob on either his show or maybe come on mine. But I'm very excited about Legion Con and getting to hang out with him again. New York Rebels back there. We have Lago Figs, Toy Attic. So can't stress it enough. It's just so cool getting to meet everybody, the people behind the camera, behind the figures. It's so good. So that was great. We all honestly convened at the HasLab. And that's right. I'm using a very controversial hot button word again. God forbid, right? Hey, there's George in the house. What's going on? Hey, Matt's in the house. Collectible Fun. Again, here and over on Instagram. So that's my boy. What's going on, dude? So yeah, so here we go. So that was the first batch. And like I said, these were all at the HasLab. If you don't know, maybe you'll recognize his hands. But that is D Amazing. And he's awesome. If you've ever watched his videos, like, one of the things I'd like to, I've been trying to do, and I'm going to really make this a focus on moving forward, is, again, celebrating. I do this in my life with my students, with my family, with the people I work with. I try to tell people that I appreciate what they do, and I just try. I try to lift people up. I gravitated towards his reviews instantly when I started watching his reviews. And I love his attitude. I love the do better, be better, drink your water. And he is fantastic. It's actually a really funny story. Okay. I'm not going to get into like all the little, the parts of the conversation, just how we came about, because it's so silly. You might remember, if you've been, if you watched me for a while, I mentioned this like a month or so ago, that I bought a mystery box from The Amazing, and I was super excited about it, and it arrived. And the reason I never did any kind of like, hey, look what I got, and I told him this up front, again, like, he's the man. The value was amazing. It just, some of this stuff unfortunately didn't hit like my fandom, But so this is what we're doing. So I'm with Danny. We're talking about, like, I'm looking at all of these like awesome figures. The Rebel Text. I'm looking at the Dark Knight Returns Hush. Not the Dark Knight Returns Mafex Superman, which I have pre-ordered. I tried to do a little negotiation. The guy shot me down. And then I started looking at the Rebel Text. And like I said, I wasn't going to spend money. That was not my goal. It was friendship. I had my Deadpool in my book bag. And then I started having the money burn a little bit of a hole in my pocket. And as we're looking at the Rebel Text, Danny goes, "Oh, like, look at that My Hero Academia figure." He's like, "I have that. It's nuts. You can put it anywhere." I was like, "I actually have it. It was from the Amazing Mystery Box. It just..." And literally he goes, "Did I hear my name?" He said it happens to him all the time. And I was like, "Dude, you know, it's not like, you know, I don't put anything negative out in the world. I want that positive energy, positive attitude out there constantly." So I was like, "No, just like, unfortunately, some of the stuff, but the value, literally, like, if he ever throws something up, I found out on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. So if he ever does that, it is like, the value is there because he is a collector helping collectors. So he's amazing." And then we got to strike up this conversation. So I'm hoping this leads to big things, and it'll be pretty cool. So again, really great guy. Sarah, I can't say enough about that interaction. It was really great. Boom. And now we're touching on the word that shall not be spoken. Here we go. I got to meet Ryan and Dwight, and I got to have conversations with both of them. And I'm not, like I said, those are personal conversations. All I can tell you is that everything that I've speculated about who they are as people and all of the reasons for why, as fellow collectors, we shouldn't dump on the human beings that are back, like, creating these projects, these passion projects. They're amazing. They were really great to get to talk to. They're just great. So I apologize on behalf of the toy community. Not that my opinion means anything, but I do. I think it does. But I did say that because, you know what? As a collective, as a whole, we're eating each other alive, and I'm going to continue to just be a louder voice at this point. I don't care if you back it. I don't care. Like, it's your choice. That's the whole thing, how you choose your money. This is why I appreciate watching videos from guys like Robo from the Fwoosh. Same deal. Dude, like, it's your opinion. But if you like something, share that you like the things that you like. I don't think the world needs more negative energy. If anything, I'm not trying to be a toy influencer. I'm just trying to be a kindness influencer. Like, just treat people with kindness because you don't know what they're going through and who they are. And again, these guys, they're great. So I really appreciate the time that Dwight and Ryan took to spend talking to me. And Dwight got a kick out of my Batista figure. So moving on. I'm saying, man, it's just a matter of I'm not trying to trigger anybody. Like, I don't care. I'm not trying to sway you to buy it or not. I said this on a little YouTube short I posted earlier to try to hopefully get some new people here. But I'm not here to sway you. I'm literally not. The only thing I can do is offer my insights into what I got to see, And here is what we got to see. These are my shots. I know probably the majority of people that you've seen, already posting these for the last few days. You've seen versions of these, but these are my pictures. And I'm going to say this. We need to stop with the comparisons. We have to stop with the comparisons. This was a $70 car that when it retailed. So remember, I got this for $36. And I am still incredibly impressed with the details on it, with the chrome and everything inside, and the fact that, yes, it can light up all of the things, and it's massive. I love this car. When I saw it in person, I had the goosebumps over goosebumps. It hits different to see the paint job, the texturing, just the quality of it. It looks heavy. It looks realistic. That looks like a toy that you have to play around with to make it not look like a toy. That is insane. That's all I'm telling you. It's not you can argue about price. I'm not here to argue about price. I would love to pay less than $350. Unfortunately, it's coming out at a time when things are this expensive. I have the Justice League Batmobile that shoots the vape and has the remote control Wi-Fi. It was a $250 car back in 2000 and what? 18, 17, 19. I have it. I got it for $100 Best Buy clearance. So like that's a steal for $250. Guess what? That car is not $250 if it was coming out right now. It's just not. The engineering, the details, the paintwork, the wiring, all of those things are different on cars. When you have something like a plane, it can just be the two halves and top. Like a car has so much intricacies in it. Like I said, it's a matter of like, is the value there for you? My dad always said this to me regarding all of its collecting, because I've been collecting forever. Baseball cards. I mean, I have too many things. Like I actually joked like with Danny. I was like, I have like too many toys to deal with in terms of trying to like sell or get out of the house. Like I still have comic books I have to deal with, baseball cards. Like I've always collected something. And my dad always would remind me, and this is from a young age, and it's stuck with me ever since. A thing is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. When did we lose sight of that? Like, when did we lose sight of it? If it's not worth it to you, then just say it's not worth it, but you don't have to dump on it. Because if, like, the energy that they have, you guys like that positive energy from me. I mean, like, when you get to talk to the, like, again, I only spoke to Ryan and Dwight. The energy that they have, they light up. It's really, like, it's a fellow collector, Like, that's what they are. The Reyes figure looks awesome. I mean, let me take you through a couple others. Here we go. So there's the extra head sculpt, which we know we were getting, which again, they didn't have to do. And I'm going to throw this out for all the people who are like, well, if they just did the tears, if they did the blah, blah, blah. I am a teacher and I'm a father. If I wavered every time I set a clear and firm expectation and then I backtracked, my students are going to have respect for me. My kids won't have respect for me. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. You can't do that. And what would happen is, if they decided to backtrack right now, it would destroy all future HasLabs. Now, you can say, well, if this clears, then we're never going to pay. You don't know that. Like, you don't know that. And why would you get upset now? Like, tomorrow for all of us is not guaranteed. That's how I try to live. Like, that's literally, I want to be able to go to sleep feeling like, all right, I added some more positive to the world than negative. That's each day. I'm trying to be better than me from yesterday. I'm competing against myself. That's it. So why are we losing sight of all of these things? You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about a future HasLab. Don't worry about this one. If you want it, great. I support you. If you're excited about it, that's fantastic. You should be excited about it. That's what I'm here to tell you. If you are already excited, or if you were on the fence, it looks like it's worth its weight in gold. It is so it just looks hefty and heavy. Whereas this has weight. It's not like it looks heavy. I don't know. So that's that. That's the first part. I'm not trying to dwell on it, but perspective, opening, like, these are the things I've been working on with myself. I was an angry collector. I have been an angry collector. And I'm trying to not be that way. And it's a daily brain program to try to, like, focus on the positive. So again, if you're anti, you can be anti. I will continue to say this. The loudest message, and also the most respectful, and the one that they're going to hear the most, and then hopefully make amends or changes, is to not back it. But don't do it out of whatever. Like, if you think it's cool, then go for it. And I want you to be excited. And if you don't, that's cool. Just, you don't have to poop on people that are into it. That's all. That's literally all. The car, these pictures are not doing everything justice because of the casing And like it doesn't. I wish these did. Like, I know I talked about it again, and it's like in the preview. Like, I wish you can see through my eyes in that moment. Maybe over here. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving. I'm on the left hand. Like, look at the hood painting. Like that. It's a it just looks really great. It just looks really great. Now, another cool piece of engineering. So obviously the engine block will come out. It's swappable. All right. See, you'll see it over. Oh yeah, over here for the standard version. Something I will share with you is that when Trevor and I, when 6-shooter and I were talking about it, we said, oh, for sure, people are going to start 3D printing, like covers, or you could probably edit it out, but people are going to do that, like make that a thing to cover it up. And then you legitimately have a standard sick looking car. Maybe you could tell a little bit. I'm on the right again, if you can see my mouse moving around, but you can, I don't know. I'm just trying to, it looks really great. Now, moving over here, it has those two pieces, right? The swappable engine block. This is another fantastic piece of engineering. Those fire wheels, which nobody realized, I didn't know that, they will stay on and the wheels will move. So, like, I know that we're toy photographers, or like many of us, not everybody, but if you're in the chat and you've been here for a while, many of us are toy photographers. So obviously we're not necessarily going to be on the floor rolling it around. I still might. It will move. Like the way that they're engineered is that they will pop on and roll with those flames. Like, that's crazy. It's a feature. Like I said, I'm not saying it's going to be used, but you know what? When it's in my dyno and I have to make some adjustments, it'll be nice to just roll it instead of having a moving around. It's just neat. Fascinating engineering. And again, I'm fascinated by toys. Like, this is why I buy all these. I'm the toy dabbler, right? I just buy from all these lines because each new figure, even if it's from the Buzz, they surprise Figure Arts. It surprised the heck out of me with all of the little engineering pieces that they did. Totally different than any of the Marvel stuff that I have from them. So from an engineering standpoint, fascinating. Mephisto and Lady, what is her name? See, like, this is where I feel bad. Like, I don't know her, Goblin Queen, something like that, right? For me, if I was to, if this ends up coming to fruition, and I am still like backing it, and I'm putting air quotes because I have to really sit with my toy budget. I have to have my come to wifey moment and like really like sit at it and look at it. But things like those figures, I'd probably end up putting out there, not at like ridiculous scalper prices, but to just try to offset some of the cost for me if it happens. And listen, like, here's where I am, just so we don't all get up in arms. And again, I know this is very, people have strong feelings. I've been saying this to anybody I've chatted with. It's a win-win for me when I look at this car. If I back it and I end up getting it, if it hits the numbers, I have a gorgeous looking Ghost Rider vehicle, Blade vehicle, just car for future shots. And like, it looks sick on a shelf. If I don't, then my wallet wins. And that's, like I said, I have to figure out if my financial responsibility or irresponsibility, I have to make, figure all that out. So it's a win-win. That's how I'm looking at this. But for the people that are genuinely excited to bring this to life, and the people that have been clamoring for these figures and these characters, like, we all like different things. And we all have our passions that are so tied intrinsically to our childhood. And that's where all of this comes from. And I know I've harped on it, and I'm sorry, but like, as a father, my gift to them, the greatest gift I feel like I can give them, is a great childhood and love and support, and to be there for them. And in that regard, like, we all, like, our experience of time and perception is so different as kids. I was at a pumpkin patch today, and waiting in line with 3-year-olds is miserable because they are yanking and jumping up and down and trying to do circles. And I'm trying to, come on, stay still. Come on, just because for them, 20 minutes is an eternity. So we have these really strong feelings. And if you notice, I feel bad that I used to dump on McFarlane toys because people were very passionate about them even then. I've now come around on them. I shouldn't have even done that then. To be perfectly honest, because like what you like what you like, let me check the chat real quick. Lago's in the house. I was talking about you before, Dave. Your face was up on my screen. So what's going on, buddy? Looking forward to future things with you. And there's my boy Danny. I have some more fun stuff to show you with Danny in it. All right, so I'm not trying to lecture you guys. I feel bad that this is just my platform, and I get to speak to things that I know and care about. I just knocked over all of my Buzz accessories. That's going to be like bothering me because I don't want the carpet monster to eat them all up. Oh, jeez. Okay. So there you go. Oh, there it is. I love it. Lago Figs. Collect what you like. That's it. That's it. Like what you like. Speak to what you like. And then maybe don't make someone feel bad for liking something that is different than you. We have to be nicer to everybody. I really truly believe that's the answer. That's the answer. So thanks, Lago. And there you go. Big Dave. 2 very big thumbs up. And the only thing I will share very quickly is Dwight said Batista's a good guy. So that's awesome. You got it, bud. Let's see what other fun we had. All right. I mean, that was enormous. Straw Hat Goofy is this TikToker, and he's on Instagram. He does MCU reviews, among other movie reviews. He's really great, and he dressed up as that character. I don't know that character, but that thing is ridiculous. That's so cool. So if you can let me know, again, that's not my fandom, but I think it's awesome. On the right-hand side, that is a ridiculous dial we came across. I forget, was it the Bandai figure something? I'm trying to look at the thing. I couldn't even tell you, but it was just cool I had to take a picture of it. It's super small, like the little stormtroopers. You can see the one guy. These are very, very tiny miniatures. So not the type of stuff I would photograph because I don't have a macro lens like that. But it was just, I mean, imagine just getting to set up stuff and shoot with that. Very cool. So I had to take a picture of it. Dragon Ball Z is another thing that's not necessarily in my fandom wheelhouse. I love Goku. I love Vegeta. I've played some of the video games. I love my Kamehamehas. I don't know anything else, and I'm not even going to ever pretend to speak to it. I just tried, because they have these life-size models, I just tried to take some sweet toy photography photos with my phone. So that's what I did. I thought it was pretty neat. So just very cool. And then here we go again. I'm coming back to the chat. There's me and Danny. We had ourselves a blast. We were walking by the Walking Dead All-Stars. I guess it's a mobile game. And they had that set up, and the guy's like, I'll take your picture. So I'm like, Danny, this tiger's going to eat me. You have to have fun, people. You have to have fun. And then when it was time to go, I did call it quits a little early because I wanted to take my train and get back and be able to see my kids and give them bedtime. But, Batista was still sad about it. He had a really great time. And that's it. I guess that's it for my stuff. So I'm coming back to you guys now. What do you guys think? How was it? Was it cool? Did you enjoy it? I hope you didn't, mind that. I am trying to be a louder voice at this point. I feel like sometimes people that are trying to be better than the day before, we tend to just focus on that, and we try to do little things, and we're not usually the loudest voices. And that's going to change. Like I said, I'm not trying to fight anybody. It's just a matter of mutual respect. I respect if you disagree. I respect if you think it's too much money. I don't argue with that whatsoever. But if it's something that you can make work and that you're comfortable with it, it's only worth what what you're willing to spend on it. So if you think it's worth $350 and you're super pumped, I can't wait for you to get it. And I hope you do. I hope for you it comes through. And that's all. I don't want, I didn't want to dwell on too much longer. So yeah, so is that it? Nobody's talking in the chat. This is a very quiet night in the chat. I was very tired. I have my tired dad energy today because of we spent like 3 hours at a farm, pumpkin picking, doing haystack rides, chasing my kids around. It was very packed. It was like commercialized farm, which again, good for them. Make that money. I support farmers. We need farmers. We need food. So God bless our farmers. So I was all about like, hey, whatever you got to do to make money. It was a blast. People were so chill. It was just a nice, it's just nice to be back to doing fall activities, and now having kids that are old enough to like really talk to and enjoy and get, have that reciprocal energy of it's just great. So that's where I'm like losing my voice a little bit. Oh, I got my Superman cup. Here we go. Sorry, I should have muted that. All right. The last thing I guess I can really go over tonight. I'm losing my train of thought. I did have other stuff. Like I said, I have videos that I will be showing of some stuff at Comic-Con, but I can't stress enough. Lago Figs already covered a lot of that. Ooh, thank you, Realm. Thank you, Frank. Because, yeah, I'm starting to fade a little bit, man. My favorite booth. So, like I said, I wish I did have the pictures to show off or the videos of it. But you've probably seen them. The NECA booth was really cool. The NECA people are awesome. Just great to talk to. They had a lot of cool stuff upcoming that looks really neat. I'm still waiting on Big Bad for that Casey Jones, that cartoon Casey Jones, that re-release. Like, I'm very stoked because I missed out on the first one. He wasn't even there. They had the black and white Shredder though to look at. The Elton John figure looks amazing. The Elton John figure is bananas, just for the record. Like, straight up, he's an 8-inch figure, but like cloth goods Mezco style with this baby, like a grand piano. It's like the Dodger outfit with the sparkly hat. Man, my parents used to tell me when I was a baby, the only time I'd quiet down if I was crying was in the car if they put on Elton John songs. So like I have a little affinity for him. And his biography movie was great too. So the NECA booth was fantastic. Diamond Select has a really great selection of things coming out. The one that, like, outside of all the Marvel stuff, the thing that caught my eye was a Tom Holland Nathan Drake. So I've shot my Uncharted 4 NECA Nathan Drake from the video game, and I love that figure. But I can't wait to have a little Tom Holland head. It's a very similar aesthetic. He's wearing the ring necklace, which I love. So that was cool. Realm, yeah, the piano looks great, dude. That's what I'm saying. The Elton John figure is gonna fly off the shelves. I mean, I agree with you. It looked really cool. I did all the vendor stuff this time around. It felt like there were less vendors. DC wasn't there the day I was there, which was a bummer. So I really loved, like I said, the Marvel setup was great. They had I forgot to put the pictures in. Shoot. I did take selfies with they had the Moon Knight and Miss Marvel costumes. That was really cool. Like, just to see it right there. They looked awesome. So the whole Marvel and HasLab team killed it. Like, I thought it was great. And I feel bad that those guys had to hear about it all day. I was just like, more power to you. Believe in, like, just there's support. There were people that are supporting you, and that was it. Because I was in earshot of like just people. Oh my god, droning on. It was rough. Not everybody, but they were there for days. Having to hear the mix. So I really do hope that they got to hear. I hope it was a 50-50 split. Take the good with the bad, and that's what they did. Like I said, really good guys. They were great guys. So let's not like dump on them, because they took it all in stride. They took everything in stride. If you're putting yourself out, again, I know I'm going to have to eat, stuff, here and there. I get it. Like, I'm putting myself out here on the internet. So, like, if I ever screw something up, you got to take the good with the bad. So, like I said, they had a great attitude. Really, really great energy coming from them. Really nice guys. And like I said, Diamond Select, that was awesome. Vendors, I know, I just was saying, it was just a cool thing. I wish I got to Ortis Alley just to see the stuff. My brother-in-law, we spent 30 or 40 minutes looking for R.L. Stein. R.L. Stein was there, but he wasn't signing. I was trying to buy a book signed, but he didn't do any pre-signings and anything like that. So that was a bummer. I was trying to hook him up. But yeah, it was just a great day. It was a great day. Coming up, if you are local, as you know, I'm in New Jersey, East Coast. ToyCon New Jersey is the next big, it's next week. Next weekend. I'm super pumped. So that's Saturday. It's in Wayne. Toy Father's going to be there. Sunty, No Chewing is going to be there. Can't wait. I'm sure my regular cast of characters will also be. That's where we met up last year. So I know Blitzfigs is going, Realm of Toys going, Agent Variant. You can't make it next week, but there's people going. It's going to be awesome. Super cool. Give him a shout, Marky. We're going to have a blast, and it's really great. And NECA is local. They're right there. And then Four Horsemen, the Mythic setup. That's where I fell in love with Mythic and the Four Horsemen people and Jeremy and all them last year. So it's very cool. Kevin, Lone Wolf Labs. I hope you remember. Again, if you've been a long-time viewer, if you're new, go check out Lone Wolf Labs. His dioramas are fantastic. He did a giveaway on my channel. I can't be more appreciative again of that. That really gave me a nice boost, to YouTube when it happened. So thank you again, Kev. He is cranking out stuff. It's sick. I can't wait. I think I might have. He just shared a picture of a Cobra Commander setup, and I've been buying a ton of Joes, and I might have to get it. Because the throne, the Cobra Commander throne, and it looks awesome. So, yeah, he's gonna be there. Definitely excited. Yeah, I know, George. I remembered. I know. And Toy Addict, my boy, Toy Addict. And the HasLab. Oh, there we go, Lagofigs. The HasLab is where the YouTube toy Instagram collectors. It's so true. It was just everybody high followers, everybody trying to do this as a thing. Or, people like Trevor 160 who's doing it as a thing. You know what I mean? So it was just, it really was. That was the gravitational magnet, That was awesome. And then, so that's next weekend, ToyCon New Jersey. So hit me up. There's the account, just all the information's out there, but you're more than welcome ever to, if you have any questions about it, to hit me up on Instagram or any of those other TikTok and Twitter, all that stuff. Realm, it's going to be fun, man. This is our toy family. That's what I'm saying, dude. So super fired up. And the fact that I get to see No Chewing and Toy Father, last year, I got to give big hugs to Realm. I got to give big hugs to Toy Addict, Lago. God, I'm trying to name everybody. But everybody, if I've hugged you, And now I get to do it with Chris and Sunty. It's so exciting. My toy daddies. How many hours of streaming have we done together on here? You know what I mean? This is so exciting. So it's amazing. I'm super pumped, right? So Realm is asking George, are you going to Legion's Con? So I know he's asking Agent Variant. I am going. So it's his con season, baby. I'm telling you, try to find something around you. If there's nothing around, you know what? I'm gonna call him out. No, not actually call him out, but I'm gonna say hey, Cox Create. He's in Colorado. I've been saying dude, he has the passion and the mind. He can do that. So, excuse me. I really think that it would be, if you don't have one, it just takes. You got to put the work in. Put the work in. Chase those dreams. That's what I'm saying. You got to grind out. But do it, because it will happen. You got to you reach for it. So if there's nothing local, try to get something going. I know. Ooh, collectible fun. Wait, you're going? You're coming over here? You're getting a big hug for me, Matt? That's I keep forgetting. This is yes. An Agent Variant. All right. So you're going on Saturday. Awesome. Saturday is my big Legion Con day. And then my wife has gracefully agreed to let me run back to Secaucus, which is not an easy short drive. It's maybe 45 minutes to try to get the other two back, because they have the two red army builders, the con exclusive. So it's a 2-pack and a 2-pack. So yeah, she's gonna let me try to run back and get one on Sunday. So I'll be there briefly on Sunday, but Saturday I'm planning on meeting hopefully everybody that I've already known, making new friends over there. I'm still a total noob when it comes to Mythic, and I don't even have Cosmics yet, but I am excited. And maybe if I see the Headless Horseman, I practiced some really strong willpower, and I would have had him because I'm on the East Coast. I would have had him already, but I said no. But we'll see. We'll see if he's there. But we'll see who else is there. I don't know. They always bring stuff out of the back catalog, from what I hear. So, between ToyCon and LegionCon, it's going to be neat. So I definitely do plan on picking up some stuff to go with my Yimbonia Castle Grayskull setup. And then, coming from Cali. This is so cool, man. So yes, collectible from that. This is going to be awesome, dude. So con season. This is great. That's what I was saying. Like, look at Matt coming all over from Cali. That's super cool. I know 88 Figs. He's one of my buddies on Instagram. He has been working with, he's in California and he's trying to, get some, word out for different little toy markets and has, trying to just go to these comic book stores, go to toy stores, hit people up, that's all it takes. See if they have anything going on. Because it's fun. It's really awesome. So I can't stress enough. But everybody, I think I'm gonna cut it. I don't know. I think this is it for tonight. What do you think? Unless there's anything else, going on. I have, like I said, a lot of toys to review. Oh, that's what I'm gonna go. Hold on. I'm not signing off yet. I have big things. So thanks to getting to go to Comic-Con, I was able to make, again, either reconnections or new connections. So I have really cool, exciting things in the mix, in the work. Things are percolating, suit. All right, who knows that reference? By the way, I've officially hit old man status at my job because, again, I teach 7th and 8th graders, and I used to be able to make all sorts of references, and I would get at least a couple of kids to make jokes, and obviously they would get it. Like every single reference I make, they just have no idea. So I'm at that point as a 40-year-old. But here we go. Big things, as I've been saying. Here we go. Okay. So on Thursday, I'm doing more than just my Sunday stream. Sundays, this is us for hanging out and just chit-chatting and talking. I have specific figure reviews up, just like that Buzz that I got at the con, the Alpha Suit. I'm going to remind you again, if you missed it yesterday, I would like to think it's worth checking out. And on Thursday, I am bringing back my toy photographer interview series. And I'm calling it Yimbo Interviews Everyone. And my first guest is going to be Pat the Collector, who's otherwise known as Brandon. He's been on this stream before. I've talked, he's awesome. He's so great. Another toy daddy. And I'm super stoked. So here's what I would like to tell you. Again, not lecturing, sorry. But this is so Pat got to work with Diamond Select. He made some contacts. His shots, if you look at that Gandalf, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. His work has been just jumping levels. The leveling up is insane. All right. And again, for any of us, there's no ceiling. There's no, Spider-Man, you have to start a new game plus. There's infinite levels. And Pat is jumping a bunch right now. And I'm super stoked. So on Thursday, he was sent a box of Diamond Select toys a couple weeks ago. He's going to take us through what he received. Remember, everybody, what's good for one of us is good for all of us. Like, be happy for people, lift people up. That's why I try to tell everybody here, like, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you for coming into the chat. I appreciate the work that you do, the inspiration you guys provide me. And Pat, I couldn't be prouder, man. And I know that he'd said, Ryan, my friend Tuscan Traders, who, we all know, but Ryan was a big proponent of Pat, reaching out and do it. So I'm just so proud of him. And if I can just use my little platform to help, again, boost another person up, that's what I want to do. So Pat is up first. And then we're going to continue the Diamond Select talk with Realm of Toys. We have to pick a day, but Frankie's going to be coming back on. So we'll pick a day the following week to do. So this is coming up this Thursday. Frank and I will set a date, and I will make sure I'm trying to be on top of thumbnails. I'm trying to be on top of, getting there so you can have, reminders and all that other fun stuff that goes along with YouTube and like the things that hold me up from shooting my toys. But, I do think it's paying off. I hope. I don't know. So I'm super pumped about that. So Thursday, I will be back. Wednesday on the Pick Bar. Shout out my man June, Thor 2012. He's been doing a tremendous job. He's captaining the Pick Bar ship. We have another batch of guests coming up to do a takeover. So this is where I wish I wrote down, but like the Unhuman sent me his shots today. So I'm very happy that, Instagram photographer. So Pick Bar is on Wednesday. I will not be on because they're having a takeover. So I'm excited to see that stuff. I have ideas for November at the Pick Bar in terms of helping share reach and doing a lot of collab invites. Like literally just the whole plan I have is just accept collaboration invites, but I have to talk to the boys about it. But I just want to use whatever platforms we have, support, lift everybody up, rising tides, right? And yeah, I think now that's it. So yeah, big things are happening, everybody. Big things are happening. As Frank likes to say, Yimbo Mania running wild, brother. Right? And that's going to be it. We're at an hour. Thank you, everyone. I can't stress enough. So if you are new to the chat tonight or new to the live stream, thank you very much for checking it out. If you are one of my tried and true buddies, I can't stress enough how much I appreciate you guys commenting and talking toys with me because I love it. And if you're catching me on a replay, thank you so much. I can't stress this enough. And I really think if everybody had this mentality, the world would be a nicer place. I appreciate you listening to me talk about toys. Like, thank you for spending part of your life, listening to me. And all I'm trying to do is just focus on some fun stuff. You know what I mean? So let's just keep doing that. So be kind. I got to, come up with a better tagline, but I'm going to go back to the tried and true no chewing. So this is just one man's journey from the toy aisle. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Again, so have a fantastic rest of your Sunday night. And I hope you have a great start to the week tomorrow. Peace. And